All right, Algebra AB, we're going to take a look at these 9 problems here. I'm going to try and go through this relatively quickly so we can get all of these in just a couple minutes. Feel free to skip around to the one you want to see by fast forwarding. But yeah, I'm just going to explain this. So in this first guy, I see 3 times 5 is 15. X squared is xx. X to the 4th is 4 more of those. So I'm seeing 15x to the 6th power. In number 2, that's 3 9s and then another 4 9s. So I end up with 7 9s multiplied by each other. That is not 81 to the 7th, right? There are not 7 81s, there are 7 9s. In number 3, that's x, 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 y repeated 4 times. So I'm going to go x, 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 y, x, 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 y, x, 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 y. So we have a total of x to the 12th, y to the 4th power there. In number 4, this is 6xxy repeated 3 times. So 6xxy, 6xxy. That looks like 6 to the 3rd, which is 216. You can write it as 6 to the 3rd as well. X to the 6th, y to the 3rd. In number 5, 2x to the 5th squared. That x to the 5th, notice that 5 does not apply to the 2. It only applies to the x. So I'm seeing 2x to the 5th repeated 2 times because of this 2 right there. And then 3x to the 4th. So now as I multiply the main numbers, 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. And then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 x's there, 12x to the 14. Number 6, starting to get into division now. 7, there's a 1 on the bottom. 7 divided by 1 is still 7, so I'm going to leave that 7 on top. X to the 5th, 5 x's on top, and 3 on bottom. I can divide out. X divided by x is 1, x divided by x is 1, x divided by x is 1. So I really have 7 times 1 times 1 times 1 with 2 x's up top and no more x's on the bottom. So I'm seeing 7 times x squared up top, nothing on the bottom. You can put it over 1, or you can just leave it as 7x squared. Number 7, it looks like number 7 got cut off here. I had originally 6x squared y squared down here. So as I work through number 7, 12 divided by 6 reduces to 2 over 1. X to the 4th and x squared, that leaves 2 x's up top if you do the canceling. And y over y squared, that we cross out one of the y's and we're left with 1y on bottom. So I'm seeing 2x squared over 1y. Number 8, 4 followed by 3 x's divided by a negative 16 followed by 7 x's. 4 divided by negative 16 reduces to 1 over negative 4. And I can get rid of 1, 2, 3 x's, which means we have x to the 4th left over. Notice that you still have that 1 on top. A lot of people want to just call this negative 4x to the 4th. But remember, that's underneath 1, so it's not just by itself. Lastly, number 9, this one's a little bit complicated, a little bit of a challenge problem here. Up top, I'm going to see 3x repeated twice, divided by 5x, and then all of this to the 3rd power. So I'm going to deal with what's inside first. 3 times 3 is 9. I can get rid of one of the x's, so I'm going to have 9x over 5. Now all of that is to the 3rd power, which means it's going to get repeated 3 times. So I'm going to see 9x over 5 times 9x over 5 times 9x over 5. All in all, I see 9 to the 3rd x cubed over 5 to the 3rd. Now 9 to the 3rd is 729 x cubed over 125. Either of these would be fine answers. You could go either there. And that's it for the explanation for these 9. Remember to access us in Google Chat or email or however you want to get a hold of an Algebra AB teacher to help you out with this.